Alright, today guys, we've got a special treat for you. It's WatchCTI in Ginza. Ginza's got the luxury fashion, a lot of expensive watches here, but we know that you guys like to see something Japanese, a little bit on the more Seiko price range. So this place is full of crazy vintage pieces.
Ginza is more known for its like massive boutiques. I like more old and vintage watches, and from what I hear of WatchCTI, that's all they have. So I'm really excited to see some very rare Seiko pieces that you just don't see anywhere else. If you're new here, we're the Japanese factory. We basically travel all over the country to find the best watch deals for you. We also have our own guide, so if you want to check that out, please go check it out. If you love watch-related content, definitely hit the subscribe button. Let's go check out this store and waste a lot of money. Forgive me for the voiceover, but we didn't want to be too loud in the store. WatchCTI is considered to be one of the best places in Ginza to find vintage Seiko watches, ranging from the 80s all the way down to the 40s. Just take a look at this beautiful Seiko Alpinist watch from 1963. Wow. Take it from us, but it is rather refreshing finding a watch shop in Ginza that focuses on vintage JDM watches. If you've been around Ginza before, most of these shops here sell Rolexes and other giant Swiss brands. And while I do love watches of all kinds, I think it's really nice to have a shop dedicated to vintage Japanese watches. In here, you'll find a lot of vintage Japanese watches that you never knew existed because it was never released outside the Japanese market. And because most of the watches in this shop are Japanese-based brands, they're going to be a lot more affordable than your other watch shops in Ginza that focus heavily on Rolex and other Swiss brands. It's definitely worth a visit if you want to pick up a Japanese vintage watch at a very reliable price. This KS is beautiful. This blue KS is awesome too.
Yeah, very beautiful. These are the early silver waves in the 60s, and in the 70s you got the more angular cases that kind of look like Gerald Genta ones, right? So that's where they started gaining popularity a lot, because they kind of look like baby APs. But yeah, I love the design on these. I mean, look, that one's got like they have like an inner ring. See there, for like, instead of having a bezel that has the seconds on it, they do it with a chapter ring instead. Right? It just looks very cool. So they also have some Rolexes. Yeah, so these are the earlier bubble backs, which are a lot more affordable entryways, about $3.5 grand US. This one here is about $2.5 grand US. 6 month as well. One of the reasons why people love WatchCTI is that they hold a lot of Seiko watches from different eras. A lot of people are always on the lookout for these vintage Seiko divers from the 1960s, and it's so hard finding it in this condition. And of course they have Grand Seiko, although these are vintage ones from the 60s to the 80s. A lot of these watches are a lot different from what you'll find in current day Grand Seiko, but if you don't have Grand Seiko Shunbin money, it is also a nice alternative as these designs are stunning and timeless. So that's the most original? One of the original ones, yeah, orange. Is a 69. It would have been one of the early Seiko 5s.
The one in the back right there, I like the square dial.
Yeah, it's a crazy case.
Yeah. I've never seen an LM with this color.
Yeah, the dial on that is crazy. I'm surprised it's not an LM special with how the dial is.
Oh, nice Omega here too.
Which one?
The one in the middle.
That one? Yeah, it's nice. It's cool.
Very 70s look.
Yeah, it's like a sporty version of a DeVille. This might be the most beautiful Omega I've ever seen. Kind of looks like a GLC. It's 1944. Can you believe that?
Omega?
Yeah. It's a rotating disc, small seconds. So it's like Seiko.
1947.
Yeah, rotary. Seiko Chrono rotary.
There's an LM down here.
I'm surprised 176. Damn. The condition is crazy.
His condition's really good on that, actually. This is a very interesting looking.
Yeah, it's like Roman numerals, right?
I can't read Roman numerals.
I can tell a little bit.
One of the aspects of WatchCTI that I really love above everything you find here in Ginza is that it just feels genuine. A lot of the watches here feels like a love letter to Japanese watch fans. What I mean by that is that the collection here feels very curated, and it's for a specific type of person. And whether you're into Japanese watches or not, it's really fun to come here even if you're not buying anything, because you can learn a lot about Japanese watches that you've never knew existed. Not only on top of that, this watch shop is ran by a lovely older Japanese couple, and you can just tell that they love watches, and when you do buy something from here, it feels like you're supporting a small business. Way different from the watch shops you'll find in Ginza or in Nakano Broadway. Anyways, let's get up close and personal with the watches we chose today.
That's insane.
Can you pull it apart a little bit?
What do you want to pull it apart? That's very, very nice. Let's get the domed glass. Cut glass.
デッドストックみたいな感じですか? Wow. It's pretty much dead stock.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, look, there's no scratch, anything on the bezel. You still see the brushing all over, so...
And what is this?
It's a hang tag.
Oh my gosh.
So it just hangs off the thing and then it shows the... これ年差5秒ぐらいですよね。5秒か10秒。
もうちょっと狂いと思います。
本当ですか?
I mean, it's cap gold, but the gold is in good condition, you know, there's no real issue with the cap gold anyway. It's just some really... I love the strap choice too. A good choice for sure. And like... we'll see.
You have to put it on all the way.
Oh no, it's fine.
Oh,
it's actually better. ぴったりやん。
ですみません、これはブレス調整ができないんですね。
あ、そうなんですか?
ネジが固着しちゃって、もうこのサイズの型じゃないっていうのは
運命じゃん。買うべき。
It's like a snakeskin kind of dial on the design on the dial. Very cool.
I wanted to add a little bit of context with this watch here. This is the Seiko 5 Sportsmatic from 1966, and it comes in this very interesting box. Now, these boxes don't really exist anymore, so being able to see it in person is incredible, and for the price tag, you can't really complain too much about it. So before we wrap up this video, I want to show off my favorite watch for today, and it is this Seiko Lordmatic with a dial that I've never really seen before. It looks very smoky, green and black. It just looks beautiful, and the strap also, it's just perfection. I love this watch, and this is the watch that I chose for today. Let me know in the comment section if I made the right choice today. I know this video is a little bit short, but we have so many more watch shops we would love to introduce. So make sure you subscribe and follow us for our next watch hunt adventure. Thank you so much, and we'll be back next week with another video.